Hey there, YTPC, New Jersey Piper Ben here. Having some country squire tobacconist Hunting Creek in my Savinelli Aroma 123. Reading about Hunting Creek because I've had it for quite a while. It's one of the first tobaccos I bought when I first started smoking pipes. But it's considered a hybrid blend. So it's like basically like an English aromatic. So it's got Virginias, a lot of Kias, burley, and but the main component is basically like a flavored Cavendish, black Cavendish. So it's got that, slightly sweet, sugary vanilla undertone with a lot of Kias, kind of like a little bit of a condiment in there, so you get a little bit of sort of edginess to your aromatic, but it's good stuff. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I was just thinking about, another sort of rant subject, but I was in Tampa on a business trip and got invited to a thing called the Packaging Management Council. Basically something that's sort of organized by an industry group, but it's people that are in packaging engineering management and some other fields, operations, things like that work for different companies, suppliers and CPGs, which is industry acronym for consumer packaged goods. But basically those types of people kind of converge at a particular location and talk about things that are going on in their company. Again, industry issues that are kind of like top of mind for a lot of people and issues that they're working through. So, obviously, a lot of talk about sustainability, a lot of talk about e-commerce, a lot of talk about coronavirus, which is, I work for the company that makes Lysol, and obviously we can't make Lysol fast enough right now. It's hard to find just about everywhere, and, it is what it is. It's one of those sad sort of realities where it's going to be sort of good for my company's bottom line and good for my bonus, but I don't want to, I don't want to make money that way. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. But anyway, that's not what this rant's about. This rant's about hotel rooms. So was online looking at the place where this conference was going to be held in Tampa, at the Tampa Renaissance International blah blah blah. It's basically one of the nicer Marriott brands, but I was looking at the room rates and they were over $400 a night, and so I emailed the organizer. I'm like, dude, my travel and expense people are not going to approve this room. It's way too expensive. And I was like, is there like a discount with the conference? And they sent me a code and it, bumped it down to like, $230 a night, which is still, pretty stupid for a hotel room. So I get in the room. I don't see a fridge. I don't see a microwave. And so I go back down to the check-in. I'm like, I need a room with at least a fridge, and a microwave would be cool too. Because I like to eat leftovers, take out stuff like that in hotels. But she was like, okay, the room already has a fridge. None of our rooms have microwaves. And she was like, look in the the credenza that the TV's sitting on. There's a fridge hidden in there. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I should have known that. It looked just like a regular dresser. But I didn't realize if you pulled the door there'd be a fridge back there. It literally just looked like drawers for clothes. But anyway, so great, I got a fridge. Couldn't get a microwave even if I wanted one, because there's none in the entire hotel apparently. So that's good. I can only say have cold drinks. That's fine. And then I start fidgeting with the thermostat, because again, this is what I do when I check into a hotel room. I'm like, okay, how cold can I make this room? Because I like a cold room. I'm paying for the hotel room. I should be able to do whatever the hell I want to with the thermostat. Not anymore. Now they got these thermostats that are hooked to these sensors. And if you're not in the room, it'll turn itself off and save energy. Okay, that's fine. I get that. You know, if you're going to be going all day, you know, it shouldn't be running, keeping the room cold for nobody. But I can only put this thing down to 66. And you may be thinking, 66? That's cold. Not to me, it's not. And I put it on 66. I'm sitting there for 2 or 3 hours doing work, blah, 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 whatever. The room never never dips below 70 on the thermostat. So I've set it down that low, but it can't manage to get the room that cool. I go feel the vent. The air is like trickling out of the thing, even though the fan is set to high. So it's basically a bullshit AC unit that can't really accomplish anything. If it's not even warm outside and you can't manage to get the room below 70, you suck as an air conditioner. I don't care. In this $400 and something a night hotel room that I'm in. First of all, fuck off for that alone. But anywho, so I call them. I'm like, listen, the AC is not cooling effectively. They send a guy in. He does his, you know, he does the hack mode and gets it to go down to 64. Sets it on 64. A couple hours later, still can't manage to get below 70 in the room. Fine. So I'm like, I call him back. I'm like, listen, this AC unit sucks. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Given how much this place costs, it should work better than that. So, you know, I know I sound like I'm a pain in the ass, but you pay that much for a room and you got to deal with this kind of crap. I mean, it's stupid. So they brought a box fan in, which is fantastic because I love sleeping with white noise anyway. I run a box fan in my bedroom at night. Then that definitely did help circulate the air and get it nice and cool in there, at least cool enough for me to sleep. God, I can't imagine if I was staying there in the summertime. I would be, and maybe they run a different, you know, load in the summertime so that it cools more effectively. I don't know, but damn, if it was like it was and it was hot outside, oh man, I would have been pissed off. And I know there are ways to hack these thermostats. That's like literally the first thing I YouTube when I get into a hotel room is how to hack the thermostat. And some of them work, but I couldn't really find anything useful for this one that didn't involve like unscrewing it and taking the faceplate off and doing some kind of weird shit to some wires. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna have this hotel room giving me a bill to fix the air conditioner. So I stayed there for a couple nights for the conference. And I wanted to stay Friday night and leave Saturday and have like half the day Friday to go, you know, go to the beach and, you know, go to the tobacco store there in Tampa, which I did. So I booked my own room for that Friday night. I went to a Fairfield Inn and Suites, which is another Marriott property. But much, much cheaper. Probably, I can't remember, but it was probably maybe $100 a night or a little bit more than $100 a night, which is what a hotel room should cost if nothing stupid or crazy is going on for any particular reason. So I get to this place, walk in, it's the lobby smells fantastic, it's clean, the desk agent's friendly. He's like, hey, we got breakfast down here starting at 6:30, it's free, we got all this coffee, it's free. I get to the room, it's clean, it's nice, it's well maintained. I look at the thermostat, I start, you know, hitting down on the, hitting the down arrow to jack the temperature down, which is what I do. And this thing goes down to, it just keeps going down. It goes down to like 60. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. They haven't rigged the thermostat to be stupid. And I jack it down. I put on like 62 just to see what it'll do. It starts getting cold in there. I'm like, holy shit. This place hasn't messed with the thermostat. Good for them. Thank you. You know, this place, and again, back at the Renaissance fancy $400 something a night place, no free coffee, you know, no free breakfast. Nothing's free there. They nickel and dime you for every little thing. And honestly, even at the Renaissance, I was trying to get the internet going. Okay, every hotel on the face of the earth in the industrialized world should have free Wi-Fi, and it should be fast, and it should be reliable, period. Full stop, end of conversation. That's price of entry. I'm reading about when I'm connecting to the internet at the Renaissance, I'm reading, and it's saying like, you know, you can upgrade to faster internet. It's complimentary if you book direct and you're a Bonvoy member, which is Marriott's little hotel club thing that you collect points or whatever, that, you know, you literally have to spend $10,000 a year to get any kind of benefit off of it. But anyway, I think I booked this direct, because we do have to book through travel agencies, but since it was for the conference, I couldn't really do that, so I had to book through the conference and the, you know, the discount code and all that stuff. But I'm like, am I paying for internet right now? I don't know. We'll see when I check out. We'll see what the bill looks like. Luckily, I wasn't paying for internet. It was free, but it wasn't very fast. Another thing, parking was not free. I could have self-parked. They had valet that was a charge. You know, everything. Nickel and diming you to death at the place where you're already spending over $400 a night. Go to the Fairfield, free plentiful parking, free breakfast, free coffee, free high-speed internet that's very reliable. The room thermostat goes down and you can actually cool the room off effectively without having to deal with a bunch of bullshit, trying to hack a system. Got internet TV, so I'm watching YouTube on the TV just by logging in on my phone. You know, it's a wonderful experience for like literally like 25% the price of the other place. And that's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I don't travel a lot, but I travel enough to start recognizing stuff like this. And every time I've ever stayed at a really nice hotel, like, all they're trying to do is extract money out of you as best they can. That's all they're trying to do. I guess the mentality is, hell, they've got enough money to be staying at this place. They must have plenty of money to drop on other bullshit too. I don't know, but I think it's dumb. I think there are minimal acceptable standards in a decent hotel that everyone should meet. Every hotel room, again, in the industrialized world, should have a damn refrigerator in it. You know, I've actually stayed. A lot of Vegas tries to do that to you a lot. Vegas hotels, they don't normally keep refrigerators in their microwaves because they want you to go spend money in their restaurants. They don't want you eating leftovers or going and buying food and bringing it to your room. The Vegas trip is just this next level stupid. Just the price of stuff, because you're a captive audience at that point. What are you going to do? Walk somewhere else to go get your water or your snacks? No, you might luck out and find a hotel that's next to a CVS or something like that. But hell, even CVS is a damn ripoff half the time. I see people in CVS buying toilet paper and shit. I'm like, what are you doing buying toilet paper at CVS? Do you know how expensive toilet paper is at CVS? I hope it's on sale or something, because damn, you're getting ripped off. All right, sorry. I guess I've rambled long enough. You guys have a fantastic day.